In this video, we're going to learn to use equivalent ratios, such as benchmark percents, to solve percent problems. Now, benchmark percents are percents that are just easy to think about mentally. And if you look in our first column here, these are our benchmark percents that we're going to focus on today. Bear with me here, my computer's gone rogue. Okay, benchmarks percent. So we're going to look at 1%, 10, 20, 25, 50, and 100%. And just a reminder, when we're dealing with a percent, it's a special kind of ratio with a denominator as 100. And so if we look at 1%, it's 1 out of 100. 10%, 10 out of 100. 20%, 20 out of 100. 25%, 25 out of 100. 50%, 50 out of 100. And 100% means we have 100 out of 100. Now, we can also think about these as equivalent. We can think of them in terms of equivalent fractions, and that's just a simplified fraction. Okay, so 1 and 100 don't share a common factor besides 1, and if we divide them both by 1, we just end up with the same. So this is as simplified as it gets. But 10 and 100 share a factor of 10, and if we divide both the numerator and denominator by 10, we get 1/10. So 1/10 and 10 hundredths are equivalent. Okay, same goes for 20 hundredths. We can take and divide them by their largest common factor, which is 20, and we end up with 1/5. 25 hundredths can be divided by 25, both 100 and 25, and we get 1/4. 50 hundredths, I'm sure you can look at that and go, oh, 50 is 1/2 of 100, so the equivalent fraction is 1/2. And then if we take and we divide 100 by 100, we get 1. So if we think about these fractions in terms of, like, let's say it's $100. We have $100 and we want to find a percent. Well, it's 1 out of 100, so it's actually just $1. And here, 10% is 10 out of 100, so it's $10. Okay, 20 out of 100, so it's $20. 25% means 25 out of 100, so it's 25. 50% is half of 100, which is $50. And then 100, if I have 100% of $100, boom, I got 100. Okay, so now if we come down here, Sabiata had 50 boxes of Girl Scout cookies to sell. She sold 40% of her cookies. How many boxes did she sell, or has she sold? So I see that the percent I'm dealing with is 40%, which isn't exactly one of my benchmarks. But what I can do is decompose this number into a benchmark. I can see that 40% is made of 4 10%. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 40. Okay, now I'm dealing with benchmarks. So I just need to find 10% of 50 boxes. Well, let's start by saying, what's 10%, let's say, of 100 boxes? Well, that's 1 out of 100. Oh, excuse me, that's 10 out of 100, so it's 10 boxes. But now it's actually 10 out of, because we're going to use our benchmark, so 10 out of 50 boxes. And that gives us 5 boxes. Okay, if we look at the relationship, 150 boxes is half of 100 boxes. So 10 boxes, we need half of that, which is 5 boxes. So now what I've just figured out is that 10% is 5 boxes. So now I just have to take it and add it 4 times to find out that she sold 20 boxes. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, 4 times 5 is 20 boxes. So 10% of 50 boxes equals 20 boxes. So benchmarks are nice. Now, keep in mind that I said we were solving this mentally, but you can't see what's going on in my head. So I took how I would solve this approach, or my approach to this problem, and showed you on paper. But benchmarks are really nice because they allow us to think about easier numbers to work with. Thanks for listening.